It is time for the Ericaism of the day. So we know that the scripture in Proverbs 22:6 says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. So my question for you is, we know they're going to grow up, but are they equipped? Are we equipping our children for adulthood? Do they know how to wash clothes? Do they know how to make up their beds? Do they know how to make their own lunch? We are raising children to remain children because we're saying they're too little. They don't know what they're doing. So then they never get a chance to try and do what they need to do. So my kids, and yes, I will help them along. I make them sweep the floor. I make them wash the dishes. I make them get their lunch. And if they put all carbohydrates and snacks, and I tell them take it out and get some vegetables in there. So you teach them little things that way. I make them speak to people and say hello. And say, hi, my name is, what is your name? I teach my children to engage in conversation. I will not have spoiled, bad children. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw yesterday, even in the grocery store, I'm telling them, don't touch nothing. That's not yours. You better not break nothing. Be quiet. This is not the park. It's the grocery store. We have to train up our children. We can't think that they're going to learn more about Jesus, and all we do when they're in church is give them toys and give them a phone. You got to teach them how to be quiet and sit still. That's why when they go to school, all they're going to do is put them on medication and say they're bad children, because we don't teach them to sit down. Sometimes at home, they need to sit down, put the toys down, sit down and be quiet. I get. You just don't want to be aggravated and you got other stuff going on, so you don't want to be bothered. Come on, y'all. We got to do better. We have to train up your children. You had them. They didn't ask to be here. You had them. So our responsibility is to raise them and equip them, because guess what? You're going to get old one day and you're going to want them to take care of you. And you don't want them to have ADD. They don't even know how to sit and talk to you, because we never taught them how. They won't make good friends. They won't be good employees. They won't be good students if we don't teach them the things that they need to just communicate. Teach them to pick up after themselves. Don't see all the toys in the floor and go, these kids crazy. No, pick up your toys and put them where the toys go. And cleaning up don't mean putting it from the chair to the counter. Put it where it belongs. No, I drive my kids crazy. I don't care. I'm not going to have no messy, junky children just because I'm a gospel artist and doing all of this stuff. I want to make sure that my kids are equipped. And the Bible tells us to do this. The Bible talks about so many things, that kids are an inheritance from the Lord. They're like arrows in our hands. After we leave here, they will go out into the world and they will represent you. How will they represent you? Are we equipping them to be warriors for Christ? Are we equipping them to pray? Are we equipping them to know how to manage their emotions and not fall apart? Or do we let them lay in the floor and then throw a tantrum? You know, grown-ups have tantrums too. I think they had tantrums as kids and nobody ever told them, get up off the floor and quit doing it. That's stupid. I don't speak tantrum. I speak English. Now, what do you want? Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent. It's my Ericaism. I'm a real mama, and I want us to make sure that our kids are equipped. That is the bottom line. Give them quiet time. If the Bible tells us that we need to meditate, tell our kids to focus on the scripture. Let's speak, I can do all things through Christ. I can be nice to my sister and brother through Christ that strengthens me. I know how to open my mouth and answer a question when my parents ask me what's going on. We can do better with our kids. God's going to teach us how, all right? That's my Ericaism for the day. Love you, and I mean it. Griff's Prayer is up next.